So given a complex number, which is say is equivalent to 8 minus j12, determine its absolute value, the argument, and the value of say uh, the complex conjugate, which is this one. Well, obviously, ang complex conjugate natin is napakadali na ma-determine, which is ito lang naman because by inspection, yung imaginary part natin is positive. So in order for us to obtain the complex conjugate of this complex number, well, we simply alter the negative the imaginary part, the sign of the imaginary part. So dito meron na tayong sagot regarding the uh, complex conjugate. So the absolute value and so as the argument, well, I've stated before, we can solve this directly using our calculator by simply uh, typing this expression sa calculator, 8 plus 12i, and shift to 3 para ma-convert natin siya into polar form, which is in terms of r angle of theta. So in this case, meron na tayong sagot, which is ito. So yung 8 plus j12 natin, which is in polar form, pag convert natin siya into this form, is magiging ilan to? 4 square root of 13. And the angle is 56.31. So of course, by inspection, ito yung r natin, and ito naman yung theta. So of course, ang magiging sagot natin is ang r is 4 ang square root of 13 units. And yung argument is 56.31 degrees. So once again, ang sagot natin is ito, saka ito for this question. Okay? So next is number 5. So solve for the unknown values for the following equations. So meron tayo ditong 3 plus 2i quantity squared is equivalent to 4a plus 3bi. And next is this one. So meron tayo ditong the quantity of 2 plus 3i divided by the quantity of 1 plus i, which is ito, equivalent siya into x plus 2yi. So notice na meron tayo ditong complex equation which is in terms of rectangular form. So consider this scenario na meron tayo ditong two complex number with in this form. So a plus bi, which is equivalent to another complex number which is in the form of c plus di. So ito, since equal itong dalawang complex number natin, we can simply conclude that the real part of the first complex number must be equivalent dito. Likewise, dito sa imaginary part natin. Parehas ito. Ang imaginary part natin dito must be equivalent to the imaginary part of the other side of the equation, which is this one. So, basically, A must be equivalent to C and yung B natin must be equivalent to D. So this will be our basis for analyzing this problem or answering this problem. So to demonstrate, let us consider solving the first question, which is this one. So meron tayo ditong 3 plus 2i quantity squared, which is equivalent to 4a plus 3bi. So first is ang gagawin natin is isi-simplify muna natin itong left side ng equation na dapat maging siya in the form of a plus bi. Okay? So kumbaga in rectangular form, simplified. So we can use our calculator for this problem para mapadali. So magiging 3 plus quantity 3 plus 2 ay ito, quantity squared. So kaya pa naman to sa calculator because raised to 2 pa lang naman. So magiging ganito siya. 5 plus 12i. Okay? So this will be equivalent to 5 plus 12i is equivalent to 4a plus 3bi. So some of you may be asking paano sir kung raised to 3, raised to 4 ito or higher exponents. So if raised to 3, kaya pa naman to ng calculator, but if ever we exceed to, let's say gawin ko itong 4, once again ito ang ibibigay na warning sa atin, which is math error. Kasi hindi na yan kaya ng calculator na isolve. So, if ever we encountered such kind of scenario, well, of course, iba na maging solution natin for simplification, which is gagamit tayo ng de Moivre's theorem. Anyway, di ko na muna siya i-discuss in this problem. So, kumbaga later ko na siya i-discuss for the mga susunod na problems. Okay? So, anyway, so let's go back dito sa part na to. So, magiging ganito na siya. Okay? So, this 5, which is the real part of the left side of the equation, must be equivalent dito. Likewise, dito, ang 12 dito must be equivalent to the coefficient of I dito, which is 3b. So, therefore, our working equations dito is 5 must be equivalent to 4a. So, therefore, ang a natin dito is magiging equivalent to 5/4, as we can see, because yung a and b are unknown dito, ano. So, next is ito sa pangalawa, which is yung b. Well, according to this part, 12 is equivalent to 3b. So, therefore, if we divide both sides by 3, ang b pala natin is equivalent to 12/3, which is 4. So, therefore, in the first question, ang sagot natin is ang a natin must be equivalent to 5/4, and itong b natin must be equivalent to 4. So, we've already solved the unknown values dito sa first question. How about dito sa number 2? Well, dito sa number 2, meron tayo ditong 2 plus 3i all over 1 plus I, which is equivalent to x plus 2yi. So, same approach lang tayo dito, ano. So, dapat i-simplify muna natin itong mga ganitong expression in terms of a plus bi. Okay? So, basically, we can use our calculator in this matter na i-simplify natin para madali. So, 1 plus I. So, this is actually equivalent to 5 halves plus 1 half I. So, meron tayo ditong 5 halves plus 1 half I, which is equivalent to x plus 2yi. So, once again, by inspection, itong 5 halves na to must be equivalent dito sa x, because this is the real part of this left side and this is the real part of the right side of the equation. And itong 1 half, which is the coefficient of the imaginary part ng left side na equation, must be equivalent dito sa imaginary coefficient of the imaginary part of the expression sa kabila. So, which is this one. So, the working equation is 5 halves must be equivalent to x. So, of course, we cannot simplify this further. So, therefore, this will be our answer dito sa ikalawa for x. And for y naman, meron tayo ditong 1 half must be equivalent to 2y. So, we divide both sides by 2. So, ang y natin is equivalent to 1 half over 2, which is actually equivalent to 1/4. So, therefore, we can conclude that the final answer for the second question is x is equivalent to 5 halves, and yung y natin is simply equivalent to 1/4. Okay? So, basically, meron na tayong sagot for this set of questions. So, next problem, number 6. Determine the value of 4 times the quantity cosine of 60 degrees plus j sine of 60 degrees divided by 2 times cosine of 30 degrees plus j sine of 30 degrees. So, ito, this complex number, actually, this is in the form of trigonometric form, which takes the form of r multiplied by the quantity cosine of theta plus j sine of theta. Well, actually, this is the expanded form of the polar form of the complex number. So, ito kasi, as you can see, meron tayo ditong r and so as the theta, which is the input parameter for the cosine and sine functions respectively. So, dapat parehas ito for us to conclude that this is actually a certain trigonometric form of a certain complex number. So, ito, this is commonly abbreviated as r cis of theta. Itong CIS na to stands for cosine I sine, or simply r angle of theta, which is also known as the polar form. Okay? So basically, we can easily convert or simplify this expression or representation in terms of this polar form since meron tayo ditong r and meron tayo ditong identical values of angle which serves as our theta. So basically, ang tinatanong sa atin dito is actually for angle of 60 degrees all over, which is divided by 2 angle of 30 degrees daw. So the division of a complex number in polar form is easier when compared to dividing the complex number in rectangular form, because sa polar form is ang ginagawa lang natin is we simply take the quotient of the magnitudes, respective magnitudes or respective absolute values of each of these complex numbers. So let's say 4 divided by 2, and the resulting angle is simply the difference nitong argument nitong numerator natin, and ima-minus natin siya to the angle of the denominator. So, or the divisor basically. So therefore, 4 over 2 is 2 and the resulting argument is 60 minus 30, which is 30 degrees. So basically, ang sagot natin dito is 2 angle of 30 degrees. So if you try solving this on your calculator, you will arrive at the same result. So if you want a demonstration, let us consider solving this using your calculator. Ano? So 4 angle of 60 divided by 2, divided by 2 angle of 30. So i-make sure na dapat naka-degree mode itong calculator natin. So this is the rectangular form of our answer, and since we are dealing with the comparison of our answer in polar form, so we must convert this into polar form. So as we can see, parehas lang naman yung result. Okay, so this is our final answer once again for this question. Okay, so next question, number 7. So dito, we are asked about the simplification of the complex number which is raised into a certain exponent dito, which is a whole number. So dito, ang magiging sagot natin must be represented in polar form. So na-mention ko previously that there's a possibility or you may encounter some problems na a complex number is raised to a certain exponent, which is ganito. Itong raised to 2 na to, kaya pa to sa calculator. So ito, hindi na to because na-explain ko naman na to sa mga previous problem na discuss natin. Ano? So anyway, to give you a general approach for solving this kind of problem is ganito. Consider this formula or this form which is meron tayong r, angle of theta raised to a certain exponent n, which is integer ito, whole number. So ang magiging sagot natin dito is r raised to n angle of theta times n. Itong formula na to, this is also known as the De Moivre's theorem. Okay? So basically, ang magiging ano natin dito, sagot for this first question, given this one, is meron tayo ditong 5 angle of 30 degrees raised to 2. And by inspection, ang R natin is basically 5. Ang theta natin is simply 30 degrees. And ang N natin is 2. So therefore, if we use this formula, which was previously mentioned, which is this one, eto, well, of course, ang magiging sagot natin is 5 raised to 2. And ang resulting argument natin is 30 degrees times 2, which is 5 raised to 2 is 25. And ang angle natin is 30 times 2, which is 60 degrees. So therefore, this is our final answer. Okay? So dito sa ano natin, sa calculator, if we directly encode this expression, well actually mayroon pa tayo dito makukuha ang sagot because this is just raised sa 2. Okay? Naka-raise lang naman sa 2. So kaya pa to. So if you want to verify, so 5 angle of 30 degrees and naka-square ito. So this is our answer in rectangular form. So if we want to convert this into polar form, ito siya, which is once again 25 angle of 60 degrees. Okay? So, this is our final answer for this question. How about dito sa ikalawa? Meron tayo ditong um, dito sa part B, meron tayo ditong 2 angle of 45 degrees raised to 5. So if we inspect for the values dito, well of course ang R natin is equivalent to 2, ang theta natin is 45 degrees, and lastly ang N natin is 5. So therefore, ang sagot natin dito is basically 2 raised to 5, and ang argument natin is 45 degrees times 5. So which is, ang 2 raised to 5 natin is around 32. So 2 raised to 5. Yes, 32. And ang argument natin is 45 times 5. Okay. So 32 angle of 225 degrees. Or pwede naman natin siyang i-write as let's say if we want to represent this using the negative na sagot for the angle. So meron tayo ditong 225 minus 360. Okay. So if we want to take the negative counterpart of this angle or the coterminal angle. So I previously mentioned that ang binibigay na angle sa calculator is ito, within the range of negative 180 to 180. Okay? So ito siya. So hindi siya magbibigay ng negative 180 but instead positive 180 pala, no? So because negative 180 saka 180 is pares lang naman siya. So ang ginagawa na lang is of course ito na lang kasi mas madali itong i-interpret. Okay? So hindi siya magbibigay, yung calculator natin is hindi magbibigay ng angle which is outside of this range. So basically, if we encode this sa calculator, well of course, ang kakalabasan is ganito. So 2 raised to 5, and ang angle natin is 45 times 5. Well, supposedly dapat 225 degrees ito, but instead ito ang lalabas which is negative 135. So if we wish to convert this into polar form, for us to see, so as I've stated, so ang angle na nakuha natin is negative 135. So once again, this is the kumbaga more accepted na format, but of course in terms of the mathematical values of these answers, well obviously pares lang naman ito tama because yun na nga, itong 225 saka negative 135 na angles are actually coterminal angles. Okay, so meaning mag-a-arrive lang naman sila at the same na terminal or same position if we plot these two complex number in Argand diagram. Okay, so how about itong letter C? So dito sa letter C, ang gagawin natin is since naka-ano siya, rectangular form, well of course, since naka-polar form ang formula natin in terms of polar form, then of course, i-convert natin ito into polar form para madali natin siyang i-solve. So meron tayo ditong 3 plus j 4 raised to 5, which is, if we rewrite this in polar form, ito ang magiging sagot natin. So 3 plus 4i, so if we convert this one, magiging ito siya, 5 angle of 53.13. Okay? So 5 angle of 53.13. So ito, ang ginawa natin for the angle is just an approximation because as we can see naman, we've already rounded off its value. So anyway, if you want to have a solution na hindi kumbaga walang sinasacrifice na accuracy, well of course you may use this value entirely, itong decimal places na to, i-include natin to solution if you wish to have an error-free na solution. So you may use the memories dito sa calculator if you wish to store this entirely, itong value. Anyway, for the sake of our discussion, ito na munang gagamitin natin, ano. So of course, by inspection, ang R natin is 5, theta is 53.13, and of course, ang N natin is 5. So therefore, ang sagot natin dito is simply 5 raised to 5 And yung argument natin is 53.13 degrees times 5. So basically, 5 raised to 5 is ito. 5 raised to 5 is 3,125. So 3,125. And the resulting angle is 53.13 times 5, which is ito ang ibibigay, 265.65. Which is, pwede naman natin siyang i-write as 3,125 angle of negative, let's say, 265.65 minus 360 para makuha natin yung negative na counterpart or the coterminal angle nito, which is ito, negative 94.35. So, once again, negative 94.35. Actually, itong ikalawang sagot natin is once again ito ang lalabas sa calculator. But, yun na nga, ito saka ito are acceptable. Both acceptable ito because in terms of their mathematical values, parehas lang naman ito. So, both are mathematically correct. So, once again, if you wish to verify, ito siya. So, 5 raised to 5, if you want to add a more direct approach, angle of 53.13 times 5. So, ang lalabas ditong angle is yung negative. So, shift to 3. So, which is this one. So, 3,125 angle of negative 94.35, which is itong ikalawa. Okay? So, once again, for the third question, ito ang mga sagot natin. Either of the two. But the slightly better na answer is ito. Okay? But once again, in terms of their mathematical values, pares lang naman ito. So therefore, in a strict sense, pares ito tama. Okay?